The big ol' purple check mark. Even though it feels kind of embarrassing sometimes to admit that we want to be validated by this check mark, we can't pretend like we don't want to be. I'm gonna try these 10 things that I've been learning just by watching my content back. And that starts us off with tip number 10. We're gonna go backwards because why not? I got this tip from a podcast that I was listening to as I was vigorously searching more information on how to truly grow on Twitch. And I've heard this advice before, but I always just kind of brushed it off. I was like, yeah, whatever. And this advice is to watch your VODs back. No, seriously, watch your VODs back.
In fact, stop watching this video right now and go do it.
If that's what it takes to get you to do it, go do it right now. But there is one key rule. Don't allow yourself to click off in the first 15 minutes. Is it watchable or are you bored out of your mind? If you're bored out of your mind, then obviously you have some work to do. Force yourself to watch that 15 minutes. Get a pen and a paper or open up some type of note app that you use and write down while you're watching things you already noticed that you can improve on. Create a tangible list with actionable items of what you can do next time or what you can do off stream to make your stream better. And after those first 15 minutes, then I want you to click around your VOD and see what it would be like for a viewer coming in for the very first time. Is it enjoyable and you understand what's going on and you wouldn't want to click off? Or is it super boring? Are you just sitting there playing a game, not saying a word? Well, that might be what your viewers are experiencing, and that might be why you're struggling to grow on Twitch, let alone even hitting partner. And then watch the last 15 minutes of your stream and see how the departure energy, I don't even know if that's a thing, but yes, the departure energy, how does it feel? Do this for all of your VODs, and what I want you to do is just choose one to get better at for the next stream, or one thing you can do off stream to make your stream better. Number 9 is to post short form content. I'm sure you've heard this a lot, but one of the best ways to grow outside of Twitch is to post content. Now, if you don't have the time or the energy for long form, that's totally fine. Shorts are a great way to grow. I know there's a lot of advice to post on multiple platforms, but if you're new at this, choose one platform you like the most, make one short a week and post there. One is better than nothing, and eventually you can scale up and create more and even potentially hire an editor. But if you're trying to learn yourself, DaVinci Resolve is a really great free program many people have recommended, and you can use this program to edit your content. And posting is not too difficult. You can even use in-app features if you use an app like TikTok or Instagram. Even if it's bad, just post it. Get used to posting content and you'll learn more along the way. Number 8, make the viewers who are already watching you feel special. If they share a picture of their cat or their bearded dragon with you, try to take the time to remember what their pet's name is, and next time they come back to chat, this shows how much you actually care and are interested in supporting the people who are supporting your content, but also gives them a reason to come back. And that's going to be one of your highway tickets to getting those 75 average viewers, which I am currently working on. Number 7, this is one I learned from watching my VODs back, and that is to try to regularly kind of phrase things or repeat things or restate what you're doing every few minutes so that new people who are randomly clicking in and know what's going on and they don't feel alienated. If you click into a stream and somebody's talking about something and you can't quite get it, or you don't understand what they're saying for the next 5 minutes, they can feel quite alienated and they might leave. And you might lose a chance to capture a new viewer or someone who could have been a really wonderful part of your community. So try to think about how you're phrasing things or how you can make people all understand what's going on. This is really challenging to do because there's normally a lot going on in stream, but it is a skill you can practice and something you can try out. Number 6, this is one that I'm really guilty of. I let my chat fall behind a lot, especially when it gets really busy. Try to stay as close as you can to present with your chat and not be too far behind in reading messages. Otherwise, people are going to get bored or frustrated that you still haven't read their message and it's been 5 minutes. Attention is one of the most valuable currencies when it comes to being an entertainer. And if you have someone's attention, try your best to keep it and be there to support them, be there to entertain them. That is your job after all at the end of the day. It's to entertain, keep people laughing, and engage. And I think it's one of the most rewarding things for both you and the person watching. And obviously, once you start growing, this might be a little bit harder to do and you might shift more away from a reading the chat dynamic to focusing on the content on stream. But when you're in this middle range like I am, anywhere from like 10 to 30 viewers, then this is definitely a lot of good advice to keep in mind to continue to keep people here and bring new people in. Number 5, when you're creating content, try to make yourself laugh. If you're editing a short short video and it's supposed to be funny, if you're not laughing, then how are other people gonna laugh? If you're trying to make them feel joy or sadness, really lean into those emotions so that it can reflect directly in your content. Think about what value you're trying to add and what story you're trying to tell and how you can evoke that emotion more into your content. Number 4, ask yourself, what can you add to your stream to make it more entertaining? This is a live medium and live is unique and set apart from anything like pre-recorded. So do things live with your audience. Allow the flow of the stream to sort of run the chaos that envelops you. For example, for subs, you can have a wheel spin every 5 subs on stream. You can have different goals or things happen once you reach a sub goal or a donation goal. This also incentivizes people to want to support you and creates fun for everyone on the stream. Can you get gifts, sound effects, use a little stream deck to make things even funnier in the moment? Take advantage of the fact that you are doing a live stream. Number 3, what story are you telling? And this especially goes for edited content and even during a live stream, especially if you want to do some clip farming, which basically means you can get clips straight from your live stream so you don't have to do extra work of recording outside of stream, especially if you're short on time or resources. Whenever you tell chat about something, try to make it a story. Create a beginning, a middle, and an end. This really enhances what you're saying, makes people interested. Even if they're joining it at a random time and you're telling a good story, they might be able to catch on right away. And then, like I said, you can clip that for later. And don't be afraid to retell the same stories. When there's new viewers, they're gonna love to hear these stories. And if you have people that have been around forever, big shout out to the OGs and the real ones. They love hearing the same story again and hearing you tell it differently, and they already know what's gonna happen, so it makes it really fun for them. So don't even be worried about that. Number 2, this has been one of the hardest facts for me to swallow. I've been editing and creating content for literally over 9 years, and I do this both full-time and as my passion and side hobby. And the biggest thing I've been learning lately with edits is if it's not funny, or you're repeating yourself, or you're saying something that really doesn't add to the story, cut it out. Like I said, your viewers' time and attention is one of the most valuable resources. Do not waste their time. Create a valuable experience for them. And I mean this. Really, really think about this. And if you're listening to these tips, try to implement them. When you start your next short, ask yourself this question: what is invaluable? What is something I'm repeating? Did I say the same thing 3 times in a row and it doesn't add to the comedy? Because sometimes it does. If you're like, wait. But if you're saying the same thing and it's not really adding value or comedy, no, seriously, just cut it out. I'm really trying to drive this point home because I think a lot of us have a bias or see ourselves as super funny and entertaining, but you really have to sometimes look at it from an art form or objective standpoint and not take it personally when cutting out your own sections of a video. It's about the art form at the end of the day. You're cool and all. Of course you're cool, but Baka. But you know who's even cooler? Your viewer, because they're the one that you're trying to entertain and they're the one that you're serving at the end of the day as a content creator and as an entertainer. And number 1, this might be a little bit more of a personal opinion, but it's something that I personally felt when I was watching the 15 minutes of my VOD. I stayed on my starting soon screen for like 5 minutes and I was like, bro, I do not want to sit here. Remember when I told you that rule was do not click off in the first 15 minutes? Well, I really realized how much time I was wasting. Some people need to do a starting soon screen and prepare things, yada yada. I totally get that. So this might not be a tip that works for everyone, but for me, like I said, I've been really obsessed with being grateful that people are there. The fact that people even show up to your stream at all and keep coming back when they can do a million other things on the internet. No, seriously, they could be like browsing cute puppies and kittens on Google Images, yet they decided to come watch your stream. But you know, like, I'm kind of a cute puppy. I'm glad you're watching. Value their time. The fact that they're even there is beautiful and honestly a miracle in today's society with all the distractions and other things they could be doing. If one person shows up and you're 30 seconds into your starting soon screen, you talk to that person. You say hello, you ask them how they're doing. They are there. Do not waste their time. You're there, you're entertaining them. That's your whole goal, and that is your job as a content creator. And if you have any content creation questions at all, you can stop by my live stream and ask me. We love talking about this stuff over there, and I will do my best to answer it as well as I can for you. Okay, now I'm like, don't really know how to end this, and I talked about like not wasting your time. So like, haha, I'm wasting it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, bye.